What's going on, good people? Your host Cardell Dudley, and as you can see, Washington Mystics win their second game in a row as they pull away in the second half to defeat the Toronto Tempo 79-62. Ray, let's get right into it, man. What are your thoughts on the Mystics and their impressive second half?
Yeah, man, their defense, they locked down. It's not often you see Marina Mayberry be frustrated like that. They held it at 3 of 13 for the game, and then on the other side, they stuck with what they know. They dominated in the paint, points in the paint. They led by almost 30, 52 to 24 for the game, and then they dominate on the glass as well. Between Kiki and Shakira, they had 24 rebounds, and the Tempo had 26 rebounds as a team. So they punished them. They used their size. They were physical. They were dominant, and and yeah, it was they were able to build on that and kind of run away with it in the second half. And when they're getting stops and they're controlling the game and they're controlling the tempo of the game, it helps their offense, and their offense was able to flow as well. We talk about Marina struggling tonight. Sonya struggled 2 points, 1 of 6, but they were able to fill in the gaps between Michaela Onyenwere, Kiki, and Shakira. They got it done. But that's what happens when you're able to get stops, when you're able, and also they did a good job taking care of the ball, only 11 turnovers. So when they're able to control the pace of the game like that. You dominate on the glass, you get defensive stops, and you don't give the other team the ball, then you can kind of get into a rhythm and flow offensively as well. So, that the second half it just all came together. And, that's the potential of this team. Like you you got a crystal ball, you go into the game and said Sonya's gonna be 1 of 6 with 2 points. And you're gonna think it's gonna be a different outcome. But yeah, everybody stepped up and played their part, and that's what enabled them to get the victory.
Yeah, for sure, man. I feel like the Mystics front court was just dominant, and I feel like at this point we all know that's who should be leading the attack with Sonya. Obviously, tonight was just an off night, one of the ones that you hope are just few and far in between during the season. But yeah, their front court was just amazing, especially in the second half. To bring that point home, um, the Washington outscored they outscored Toronto 36-4 in the second half in the paint. They outscored them 14-3 in second chance points in the second half. Um, they 26-10 in rebounds in the second half. They took it to them. Meanwhile, they shot 51% from the field, and a lot of that had to do with Shakira, Kiki, Michaela being hella efficient. I think that trio they combined for to go 13 of 18 from the field in the second half. They were just unconscious. Shakira shot 5 for 7, Kiki shot 4 for 6, and Onyenwere shot 4 for 5, including the three. Um, and then all of them, they only missed one free throw apiece. Shakira went 3 for 4 in the second half. Kiki went 5 for 6, and Michaela went 3 for 4. It was just pure dominance, man. You know what I mean? In that second half, they just came down and they clamped. And then meanwhile, on the opposite side, Marina Mabry, their leading scorer, especially with no Sykes, 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 1 of 4 from deep. I mean, she couldn't get no daylight. It was just tough. I mean, Julie Allemont was the only one that could kind of get some type of hope going in the sense of scoring the ball. I mean, but she was 6. She only had 6 points, but she only got her 4 shots, 2 of 4. Um, Isabel Harrison was next with 4 points. That would, I mean, Sabali, she had a couple late shots and got to the free throw line. But she had 9 points in the second half. Outside of that, it was pretty bad offensively for the tempo. Um, Look, man, you gotta give credit where it's due, man. The Mystics defense, especially going in and coming out of the first half, they came out locked in. Whatever adjustments they made at halftime, it worked. It worked. It worked like I don't know what, man. So, Kiki, I mean, she pretty much was working on a double double at halftime. Like it's just she's becoming one of the players you just pencil in a double as soon as the game start. She gonna find a way and just leave the rest alone. Whatever she has. Shakira 17-10 overall, Michaela 15. I mean, that game is pretty much won because of their defense. Through those three, as far as scoring the ball, the game is pretty much won because of their defense. They're potent defense, man. So, yeah, definitely got to tip your head off to the Mystics, man, especially going up in that environment, which we've seen throughout the season get the teams with it being new and they being so excited about WNBA basketball being up there. It was something special to watch, man. But with that being said, you want to move the player of the game.
Oh, Kiki. Like she started on one and continued to the clock is zero, man. Just super dominant performance. She was 25 and 14. Yeah, she just took it to him.
And what she have in the second half? 13-7 in the second half. And she was working on. She had 12-7 in the first half. Yeah, all in the nice work, man. She handled her business. Now, who's your X factor for the game?
I think I gotta take the easy way out, man, and go Michaela and Shakira. Because I mean, it was a three-headed monster attack tonight. Especially with Sonya not having her typical offensive production. Yeah, Michaela coming in and kind of continuing what she's been on this season, and Shakira as well, just joining Kiki with dominating in the front court. Yeah, those three did the heavy lifting, and especially in the second half, and that's what let them break away like that.
Yeah, I agree, man. Shakira Anywhere or Michaela Austin, however you want to go, you gotta give it to both. We've said it from jump, man. That front court, it's hard to say they're the best in the league because they still got work to do, especially when Moss is still in Vegas. She's a whole front court in their own. You know what I mean? I can't go there, but they're starting to put their name in the hat as far as being one of the top backcourts in the league. How about that? And then that's their bread and butter. And when Sonya's on her game, that's how they can win games. And if they don't turn the ball over, they don't make mental mistakes. If they hit their free throws and stuff, if those four are on their game, they can give anybody a run for their money in the league. You know what I mean? Because all the others got to do is just chip in, do what they do best, not make any mistakes, and they're going to be competitive. The problem is when they turning the ball over and when they're missing free throws, because with that front court, they get to the line a lot. They're going to get to the line. You just got to hit them. And if you're not hitting them, it's pretty much a turnover. So, with that being said, man, hell of a game from that front court. We have a couple of comments. We're going to go to Area 11T, light work from the paint beast. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. It was this was good old bully ball, old school bully ball down there in the paint. We just gonna punish y'all in the paint. Y'all too light down there. That's all that was, man. So Area 11T said, yeah, Sonya done left her offensive memory card in the US.
Joint ain't go through customs, man.
Hey, man. Customs is rough, man. Customs rough out here, dog. It's rough, man. But look, man, I don't care how great you are. You're going to have a few of these on the season.
Yeah, for sure.
You just chalk it up now. If it's like 5 games in a row of this, what's going on, Sonya? If you got turned it up, but what the hell? We got to do some investigation. Like, what the hell going on, Sonya? Like, is it family trouble? Is it relationship trouble? Whatever it is, block that out. We need you. Like, that's what it is, man. But nah, man, this is an anomaly. This is not normally her, so she do for one. I expect the next game she gonna come back out and look like Sonya. Area 11, but good win regardless, no doubt. Every win counts, man. So they after this win, 12-10 now. So hey, man, they starting to get some separation. Normally it's 500. They lose one, come back and win another one, win a couple. But yeah, like let's see them put a streak together so they can separate, move up in the standings, and yeah, man, like get to the playoffs, take that next step. You know, you got the all-stars, you got the building blocks, you got the franchise players, you got some young talent that's developing. The next step is get to playoff basketball. So those reps, the youngest get to know that and experience that. Hell, even Sonya and all them, they get experience that. I think the only one on that team they might have playoff experience is probably Shakir, maybe. She caught the tail end of the old Mystics regime and Onion Ware because she went to Liberty. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's pretty much, I'm looking at the roster from what I can go off the top of my head, from what I know off the top of my head. I think those only two with playoff experience. Everybody else it's gonna be their first time. So, but that's what they should be shooting for. So, you know, let's make it happen. Get back to winning ways. One more before we get out of here from Area 11T. Who would be your favorite playoff matchup for them if they make it? Ooh. That's tough.
Well, if the season ended today, they'd be playing Vegas. So,
and Vegas going through it, but see, I don't trust that because they was going through it last year. Asia just said, you know what? Enough is enough, man. That, like I said, she's a front row all in on her own, and that's a whole different animal, man. So, yeah, they improved to 12-10, but they still like a game behind the New York Liberty right now. And it's crazy. The Aces lost by 30 the other night. They 17-7. It feels like they like at the bottom of the standings with some of their losses, man. But they second place in the league. It's crazy. So you know they know how to flip the switch. That's one team. I don't count them. They know how to flip the switch. Everybody else can't do that. They gotta play hard all the time, man. So that would be a tough matchup, but it'd be a good matchup, you know, because the youngest need to go through those type of wars. And why not go through the best? And let's be real. She's on the fast track to being the best to ever do it. And she keep it up, you know what I'm saying? It's just the longevity. And man, we look up, she got 4, 5, 6 rings. It is what it is, you know what I mean? So, hey, man, that'd be a good little test, man. But with that being said, there's a lot of season left. So, but you asked who would be the favorite playoff matchup if they had their choice. I won't mind them playing the Aces, honestly. You know, I think it'd be entertaining if they played the Dream in the playoff series because the front court battle, that thing gonna be like a heavyweight championship fight, man. Just slugging it out. It's gonna be mean in the paint. So, but regardless, man, with this young Mystics team, man, I just want to see them get to the postseason. It don't matter who they play, you know, to be honest, man. So, but with that said, man, we're gonna wrap this up. Appreciate you all for joining us, and we'll be back with another episode of Mystics Outlooks very soon.